Oh my God, it is still smoking hot here. Smoking hot. Oh my goodness. I mean, we're supposed to get a little bit of relief tomorrow. I think it's going down to 80. Let me check the weather. It may thunderstorm at 9, so that may be helpful. And then I think tomorrow it goes down to 80. And then Friday it goes down to 70. So that will be a little bit of a break. Then it goes back up again. But, alright, it's okay. Anyhow, hope everybody's doing well. And staying cool if you're in one of these places that's heating up. Hi, Adonis. All right, first person here is Summer for Love. May have choices and options that come in around love. Exploring your options leads to success. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Don't rush into anything. Explore your options. And if you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Maybe spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius here. Oh, excuse me. You may also be spending time with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Disappointment heals and moves into the past. Life moves forward. Queen City for tomorrow. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Maybe spending time with a Taurus. Old wounds are healing. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan can make you feel relief and lead you to success around finances improving. You have the world at your feet. Aisha, love. Cause for celebration comes in around love when you're clear about your wants and needs and you don't settle for less than you want or deserve. Take time, like before making decisions if you're unsure about something, but you do have the opportunity to move forward in your love life sometime between now and the end of the summer. Could be with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. May also be with a Sagittarius. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Life moves forward, and you do have commitment here. If that's something that you're looking for, may come in before the end of this year. Aries Sun, next 24. For the next 24, perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. Could be spending time with the Libra. If you're feeling undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Cause for celebration comes in around setting boundaries. New beginnings are on the horizon. Maybe thinking about starting a side business, side project, side hustle. That could be helpful. Lucky, general. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Feeling better, compensated, better respected around work, school, or business may make you feel have more money coming in, and you may be a little more successful around finances. And you may be planning a new journey, possibly travel. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Jay, me and Brianna Aries. Pretty good. You've got communication coming in or picking up. You're probably going to see each other again soon, but still slow and steady wins the race around this connection. I wouldn't try to force anything, just kind of going with the flow of things. Could heat romance up. Not bad. Earth Girl, general love. Okay, if you're currently with someone, your current relationship may be slow to move forward, but well functioning. If you're not with anyone, you have new beginnings coming in. It looks like life's moving forward, not backwards, so it's probably going to be new energy coming in. Could be a Sagittarius or an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Empress is bringing in love and money, or more of it. Exploring your options around love leads to success. Chan, love. When it comes to love, be clear about your wants and needs and don't settle for less than you want or deserve. Anything that's not functioning, that you've been thinking about leaving in the past, like leave the past in the past. Anything that you're feeling undecided about, new energy is coming in if you're not with anyone right now, bringing in growth, change, and transformation. Could have a Sagittarius coming in, may have an Aquarius coming in. Life is moving forward. Somebody can make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities that brings in successful love. Avery, what's the matter? Oh, nice. Are the tissues over there? No?
Oh, yeah, where they are in the bathroom.
They are? I got this. Stephanie, general. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to this summer. Listen to your intuition. You may be planning travel, possibly a road trip. Investing time in a side business, side project, side hustle could bring in extra money, and it may be very successful, like big picture. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan could make you feel relief. Dakota for the weekend. Maybe spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan may make you feel relief, and you may be planning travel or traveling. AA, why did MA message me today? Well, it's funny because they're showing as the Hermit. So it's funny that they reached out. There may be something that's been weighing on their mind. I don't know if they think that you're mad at them, you're avoiding them, you're disconnected from them, or they're feeling like they've done something wrong. It's like, kind of like they're looking to test the waters. Katrina, Virgo's next action towards me, no contact still. At some point there will be communication, but right now it looks like things are slow. I don't see much happening right now. It might take some time. Taylor, Friday Love. No longer holding yourself back, explore your options leads to success around love. If you're currently with someone, current relationship should be functioning well. If you have something planned, it should move forward. If you're not with anyone, you may be spending time with a Cancer or a Leo. Old wounds heal and move into the past, life moves forward. So if you're not with anyone, it's probably new energy that comes in or is around tomorrow. Yes, Zara. You could do Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. What? Okay, that's fine. You did it yourself. Very good. Good job. And then send the intention. Either put it in the Cash App or put it in the PayPal or send the email. In regards to my reading yesterday on my current temporal at council, do you see success for me here long term? My goal is to stay here. Yeah, there is good potential there. And not only that, there may be choices and options and opportunities around it. Yeah, it looks good. That looks good. Pop Queen, did my boyfriend Ethan give the girl that works at McDonald's his number, or did his friend Devonte do it like he told me? I think he did it. I think he's lying about his friend doing it. Cinnamon for tomorrow. Cinnamon for tomorrow. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. And something fun and exciting may come up tomorrow, or something out of the blue, unplanned. Maybe paying off a bill of debt or a loan. You could have choices and options that come in around social activity. Maybe spending time with the Sagittarius. You're no longer holding yourself back. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Success. It looks like a pretty decent day tomorrow. Princess, is A interested in me romantically? I don't see romance here as of right now. That doesn't mean it can't ever happen, but you might have to be the one to take the initiative. For right now, anyway. DD for today. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Negativity moves into the past. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Something may happen that makes you happy with the sun. Negativity moves into the past. Money comes in, finances improve. Sumya, Kay's feelings for me. They find you to be a genuinely nice person, somebody who is smart and intelligent, somebody who is down to earth and reliable, a loyal friend. Pallavi, love. When it comes to love, you have the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities, and somebody may make you an offer that will be hard to turn down, that could lead you to long-term success, possibly with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Listen to your intuition and explore your options. Things all of a sudden could change for you for the better quickly. Listen to your intuition. Gabs, what is the likelihood of the investigation into Matt and Eden will find enough evidence at Woodbine? Well, they're going to find stuff. So there's about a 33% chance that they find enough. But they're going to find enough that's going to have them continue to keep their eyes on these people. So they're going to find enough that's going to keep them looking. You know what I mean? So even if they don't have everything immediately, over time they'll be able to have more evidence. Ruchi, next in love. You've got new beginnings on the horizon. Listen to your intuition and don't settle for less than you want or deserve. Exploring your options could lead to success. Your luck changes for the better quickly when a Sagittarius comes in, or water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But if you're feeling undecided, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Susie, general love for the rest of the week. Love looks a little slow. Nothing bad is happening. It just may be that not much is happening. There may be communication that comes in from somebody you're hoping to hear from, but other than that, it looks a little slow between now and the end of this weekend. Chariot's in reverse, and so is the Two of Wands.
Mom,
Yeah?
I did go to the castle.
What castle?
The castle on my iPad.
Gotta hit the button.
Wait, is this my son?
What?
Why is this my son?
No, I don't want you to get hurt with that.
I'll be careful.
Okay.
Just move it down.
What are you going to do with that?
Just staple my picture to something.
Pop Queen, I meant to tell you that I got my permit yesterday, like you said. It was literally the very next day. Oh, you're very welcome. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Anybody use this?
Let me see it. No, not my
How about that?
pictures. No
This.
pictures. Yeah. Where are we here? I did that one. Did those. Hi, Mel and Zara. Lucky I did. Bloody I did. Leo Moon. Love General. Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it. Listen to your intuition and explore your options. Now, you got happiness coming in around love. If you're currently with someone, current relationship should be functioning well. Not with anyone, life could change for you for the better quickly when you listen to your intuition. Somebody makes you an offer that will be hard to turn down. Could be fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, maybe a Capricorn. Avery, are you a Capricorn?
Yes.
What else are you?
Irish. Have a Capricorn, half Irish.
Oh, she's half Capricorn and half Irish.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. You're a whole Capricorn. This sign, right there. You see which one it is? There, the one there that looks like the N with the little squiggly. Right above the arrow one. You see it? Capricorn.
Yeah.
I'm half Capricorn and half Irish. Okay, Eli, thank you.
Today, like
Requested a candle.
Alright, Mom. I just want to draw it in. I'm gonna use this.
Our Lopez, will Chris make a move on me?
Just staples for now.
As of right now, things are looking a little stagnant. If you want to see something change, I would consider making a move or letting him know how you feel. Natasha, I applied for a job as data analysis for school district. Will I get an interview? Yes, I think you will, and I think it's going to go well. Tanya, general.
Actually, I made that staple onto this. I want to staple this onto the wall.
No. Nothing gets stapled onto the wall, okay? Because we don't staple things onto the wall.
Yeah, but if I look
Avery, look at me. We do not write on the wall. We do not staple things on the wall. We don't paint on the wall. Nothing goes on the wall. No stickers, nothing. Tanya, you have choices and options coming in around social activity. Disappointment heals and moves into the past, but if you're feeling undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Success is coming in around work, school, or business. Money comes in, finances improve. Old wounds heal and move into the past. 9 lives, love coming in. 9 lives, love coming in. You do have love coming in here. You got romance and a love offer. If you're currently with someone, your current relationship should be functioning well. If you're not with anyone, Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it, and it could be with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Lucinda, finances for July. Finances for July. Finances for July look good. You've got money coming in, finances improving, paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan could make you feel relief. With the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities around finances, and the world is at your feet. Pretty good. What? No, I think first of all, I need that paper. It's very important.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, this is stupidity. Make there it is.
All the stuff is
On the show. Where the heck am I here? I think that I may be... Oh, Leo Moon is a Capricorn too. Avery. Got a Capricorn. Oh, MR, yes, I got it. Yeah, you could ask the questions. Lucinda, I did. Gabs, I was shocked at the unethical behavior from Matt and Eden, but I do not interrupt my enemies when they're making a mistake. That's a good idea. Good. MR, I heard that there's been complaints about JD. Is her performance not as BS paints them out to be, claiming that she's really good when she's not? Yeah, that's true. She's not that good. People have complained about her, and I don't know why she's protecting her unless she's somebody that works under her and feels like it reflects bad on her. I think that may be what it is. Maggie for the next 24. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and a wish comes true. New beginnings are on the horizon that lead to success, and you may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. Feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Mary, finances.
Mom, look what this is.
Beautiful. Mary, finances should be improving big picture. You may be adding a new stream of income that could be bringing in extra cash over the, like, it may not be a whole ton of money, but it may be like, it could be anything from like a side business, something that you do on occasion, something that's seasonal, but it could be bringing in money big picture. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan could make you feel relief. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Rimmel, what's coming ahead? Maybe spending time with a Libra or a Gemini. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. You may be planning travel. You could also be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. I can't believe how I'm sweating. I can't believe how hot it is here. Avery, are you hot? She's not listening. Julie, when will finances pick up for me?
I got a fart in here.
What do you got?
I farted.
Great.
That's why I farted.
Finances should pick up before the end of the summer. And Mark, just checking in again to see if my promotion will be approved by everyone. Yeah, I think it will be. It should be. Julie, when do you see me doing the onboarding for the MS place? Is it possible that you do it within the next 17 days? I would say like maybe within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Is that possible? Susie, T the Capricorn and I, his next moves. You've got communication coming in. Communication comes in and then you're probably going to see one another. But communication will come in maybe within the next 3 to 5 days. And then you're probably going to see each other maybe within the next 10 days. Pretty quick.
Look at my staple.
Oh, very good.
Knock it
You
out.
wrote your name very well. XXX, love. Got romance heating up. A well-balanced, well-functioning relationship here. Life's moving forward towards greener pastures with a committed relationship that could have long-term potential. Listen to your intuition and explore your options. You have a Libra here. You may have Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Old wounds heal and move into the past. You also may have an Aries. Not bad. Not bad. Lima, finances for July. Finances are okay. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan. You got money coming in, money going out. It's functioning, well functioning. I wouldn't say that there's a ton of money coming in. It's more or less an average month, but it's successful. It's successful. Really emailed the question. Hang on, let me open up my email.
Mom, need to go to the bathroom. Can you please come with it?
What? Wait a second. Wait a minute. I don't understand. Why did the YouTube channel say that? Like, what does the age have to do with anything? The light is on. Take the dog with you. I'm not sure why the video said that or what gave you that impression, but that's not true. It's just not true. But the energy will probably shift within the next couple of days because you're going to realize that it's not true. One thing has nothing to do with the other. Avery, you have got to go to the bathroom yourself. Look at this. It's not easy for me to get in and out of here. Why can't you just go? The bathroom light is on. Of what? What's going to be in there?
Ghosts.
There are no ghosts.
Just kids. Kids think. Just kids.
Kids what?
Just kids.
Oh my God. Yeah, if he comes, I will. Yeah.
Well, Bobby, but it's like.
It didn't go in front of the camera, but sure. Sure. Oh. Yeah, girly, I know what you mean, but you know something too that I've noticed about YouTube, just with like very young creators, they don't realize. Like, I'm not saying or here's an example. Like, somebody has a channel. I forgot what her name is, but she's like, yo, you think you're too old for figure skating? I started figure skating at 15. Yeah, fucking 15 isn't old. I understand what she's getting at, because a lot of times figure skaters start very young, but or adult figure skater, I'm 20. Like, no, we're talking about, like, we want to see adult figure skaters that are over 35. Like, those are the people, when I put it in there, that's who I'm looking for, not you're 20 fucking years old. Because at 20 years old, I could crawl out of the gutter, sleep a half hour, and work for 25 hours, and then go back out and do it again. So get out of here with your adult figure skater at 20. So depending on what it was that you were watching, that could be possible. But the level of stupidity that comes along it, because if you're young, you don't realize it. Like, I remember, I've told this story before. My friend Mark, he's not even really a year older than me, because his birthday's in August and mine's in March, but he was a year ahead of me in high school. And he had a friend, Angela, who he met in college, and she was a couple of years older than him. How much older could she have been? If he was 19, maybe she was 23 when he met her. So a few years. And I remember when she was turning 25, he was like, you think you're freaking out? Angela's going to be 25. And I was like, oh my God, that's so old. Now I'm like 25. I look at 25 girls, I'm like, really? Anyways, point being is that I understand why it's a sensitive subject, but it's just not true. And I think you know that it's not true. Macy, general for the week. Perseverance around work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Listen to your intuition. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Choices and options come in around social activity. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Well, you know what? Relationships are funny. Relationships are funny because, like, I know from women in my family, like, I specifically know this one woman who, she got married very young. I don't know how young, but I'm going to say, like, maybe early 20s. Like, she's a lot older than me, so I don't know, like, the time, the timing, people got married very young. Wasn't married long at all. Like, I don't know if she lasted a couple of years, if that. Got divorced. And then from that point on, it was, like, treacherous. It was, I mean, the relationships were so bad. I remember hearing the stories, and this wasn't somebody I was super close to, like physically close to, so I didn't see all of it, but I remember like hearing my mom talk about it. And then there was there was a tragedy, like something was tragic. I don't remember all the details, but anyway, the woman gets up there in age. I don't know how old, but I'm gonna say she had to be in her late 50s, maybe mid to late 50s, because she was around my mother's age, I think. Anyhow, and she got married. She found somebody, she got married, and I mean, she looks very happy, and she doesn't come off as showing off Disney princess bullshit. It looks like she's actually living a happy life, doing things that make her content where she is in this time of her life, which I don't know how old she is, but the point of the story is that in her journey, she had a shit show for how many years, and then finally something worked out for her, and everything seems to be really well functioning. Like, you can tell when people are genuinely happy in pictures and they're doing things that are staged, and that, like, you can tell the difference. And then you have people that get married in their 20s. Sometimes they get married, they have a couple of kids, they feel like they're stuck. Then there's financials and there's property, they can't get out of it. And then the kids grow up and then they get divorced because they're like, I did my time, I'm not doing this anymore. You don't know the way things happen for people, but the woman that reads my cards, she always would say to me, "You're not dead yet." Like, I would say something like, well, this has never happened for me, or that's never happened for me. And she's like, you're not dead yet. Anyway. Bernard, general reading. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition, and life moves forward towards greener pastures. May have money coming in, finances could be improving. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You also may be planning travel, and it may be travel to a group activity or travel with a group activity, like, say, a bunch of friends going to the beach or a family barbecue, something like that. Vicky, love reading for the next couple of months. Exploring your options around love could lead you to success. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Maybe spending time with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or maybe air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Exploring your options leads to success, and don't settle for less than you want or deserve. Life is moving forward and you're ready for it. Pretty good. Depression, can you tell me what Ali is thinking? He hasn't contacted me yet. I think his intentions are to reach out. There is communication here, and it's like making a decision to reach out. I just don't think he's gotten to it yet. Like, his intentions are to reach out. And maybe in the back of his mind, I think he will. I think you'll probably hear from him over the summer. He's just a little slow. Lena, what's the energy like for my employment at Z? Is it possible? And if yes, when? It is possible through divine guidance, which means it may be a little hard to nail down exact timing, but I would say maybe before the end of this year, like maybe sometime November, like maybe November-ish. Lima, I'm still fed up with my mother. She seems so detached and unbothered when it comes to my Nana's situation. She is. Look, 8 of Cups. I wonder why that is. Did they have a stressful relationship? Because she's showing as feeling burdened and like almost, it's almost like, it may sound weird, but almost feeling like it's too much to deal with emotionally, so she kind of shuts down and detaches from it, like being able to like emotionally remove herself from the situation. Almost kind of reminds me of like how sometimes Aquarians can detach, like emotionally detaching from the situation because it may be something that could be painful or hard to deal with emotionally. Liz, next 24. Lay down the law, set boundaries, it'll serve you well, and a wish comes true. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. Success comes in around work, school, or business. Feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. New beginnings around the horizon, and life is coming into balance. Not bad. History of drama. Yeah. Damn. Zara, general reading for July. Could be planning travel to water, by water, or around water. Negativity moves into the past. Money may be coming in. Finances could be improving. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Success comes in around work, school, or business. And you might be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Not bad. Kimon, tomorrow. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and listen to your intuition. Life changes for you for the better quickly when you're clear about what it is that you want and set boundaries with people in your personal life, but also being, grounded and stable and expressing your wants and needs around professional connections. Life comes into balance. Jay, tomorrow. Anxiety eases and moves into the past and life moves forward. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Old wounds heal and move into the past. You may feel like the hard work you put into work, school, or business is being recognized and comes back to you. Something nice may happen around work. Currently, that's true. Life has just been lifing between you and me. I want to remove the Temperance card from my tarot decks. It haunts my love readings. We'll all have it in divine timing. Yep, that's true. That's true. I used to see a different card reader years ago when I was really young, and she used to say, this one was so funny. First of all, she was married and divorced young, I think. And I think she had a set of twins with him, a boy and a girl. Then I think she got remarried years later and had a daughter who was much younger than the twins, if I'm remembering the story correctly, and then she divorced him. And this woman was so funny. So it was in like a shop. It was like a cafe, but they sold antiques there. Not they didn't, but it was attached to like an antique place. And there would be like an antique mirror on the wall, and she'd walk over to it and she'd look in it and she'd be going like this. Yeah, I need to fuck a plastic surgeon. Me and my friends would be waiting. It would be hysterical. Anyway, having readings with her, she used to say things that were so funny. So I don't remember who the guy was I was talking about at the time, but she said, you know, you don't know the way things are going to play out. She goes, the same girl goes to the bar every night. It never misses a night out. For 10 years, never meets anyone. And then somebody walks in on a Tuesday night, meets the love of their life, never goes back to that bar again. And that's true, because I used to go to the bar down the street, and that was me. I would be there all the time. Nobody ever came in, never met anyone. And then there was one girl that came in, I'm not even kidding. She came in once, she met this one guy who used to hang out there. They got married and ended the story. Anyway, I forgot what her name was. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So she said, she goes, you know, you think that, you know, this girl, she gets married out of high school and everybody thinks, oh, she's so lucky. She goes, but then she's got to wake up next to that fucking loser for the rest of her life, and she looks at him every morning and she hates his fucking guts. And she goes, and you think that she's happy, but she's not. She's fucking miserable. And then you have somebody who doesn't get married until they're 42, and they meet somebody and they're in love and they have a great relationship. She's like, you just don't know the way things work out. And she would have us cracking up. She told me this one story about how the younger daughter, you know how kids sneak out of the house? So the younger daughter had done this, I'm going to sleep at this one's house, this one's going to sleep at my house, and they were elsewhere. Well, you know that she went over to the parents' house, and the mother was like, didn't seem to really care. And she was like, oh, I get it. You don't care where your kids are. Where's my fucking daughter? And she, oh my God, she had us hysterical. But she's like, there were all these red flags going up. They're up there in the woods. They're smoking and drinking and fucking around. And that's exactly what they were doing. But who didn't do that when we were kids? I used to hang out in the woods all the time as a kid. Anyway, the point is that she was very funny, and she was right. You don't know the way that life turns around. Lena, will V agree to have a meeting with D? Energy around the potential meeting. V's secretary should call back if V is available. I think that they will have a meeting. It might take time. It may not happen right away, and it should go well because the world is here. Davy, general for the next 3 weeks. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. You may be planning travel, possibly like a road trip. Luck changes for the better quickly, and feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Somebody can make you an offer that will be hard to turn down. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders, and you may be feeling a little bit more financially secure. Red, what is the Pisces deal? He's been weird. Yeah, he's shown as the hermit. Somebody who may be overthinking things. Like taking time for himself, trying to figure out what it is he wants and needs for himself. Might not be sure. Kind of feels like wants to move forward 1 second, and then the next minute maybe feeling a little bit like, I'm not so sure. Maybe I need to control the situation, Emperor in reverse, or maybe I need to not dive in head first. I don't know where you guys are in your relationship, but I think this weird energy is going to pass as we get into July. And I think that things just might kind of stabilize, like organically. It just may not be so weird, or half in, half out, and maybe a little bit more stable. Sharia, good evening. Does Lenitha Perry have any idea I'm interested or crushing on her? We're Facebook friends. No, I don't think so. Be prepared for what's coming, yes. Yeah. And when you're young, you know, sometimes when you're young, you think that you want something and you don't really want that. You know, like somebody who is like hell-bent that they need to get married immediately. Like I've seen so many young girls like that. Like everybody's getting married. They need to get married. They're just grabbing anybody. They don't care who it is. They don't want to be single. They want a wedding. It's got to go on Facebook. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, let's not marry someone so we can put it on Facebook. Bad idea. Bad idea. And it's like they know it's a bad idea. They're going to do it anyway. They know it's a bad idea. They're going to do it anyway. Because it's, you know, it's just, it's crazy. But I understand it having been that age. Morticia, good stuff coming in. Could have money coming in. You could have anxiety eases and moves into the past. There may be travel, possibly a road trip. Feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Laverne, general. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and anxiety eases and moves into the past. Making decisions that push life forward. Money comes in, finances may be improving, but you also could be thinking about starting a side business, side project, side hustle, whatever it is, could be bringing in money and may be very successful, big picture. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Not bad. Donna, does JD want to talk more often? It's not something that they're thinking about. I mean, it's sort of a weird question because we don't really analyze relationships like that. Like, I need to talk to this person more often. They would just reach out and talk more, you know, or if they had something to say, they would initiate a conversation. So if you want to talk to them more, that may be something that you have to initiate. Is there anybody here I haven't answered for yet? Jay, for the rest of the week. Lay down the law, set boundaries if you feel like somebody is overstepping. You'll have choices and options that come in around social activity. Life's moving forward and you're ready for it. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You also could have a wish come true. Maybe spending time with a Sagittarius. And good news may come in around work, school, or business. Not bad. Girly, I've been thinking of Greg lately and hope he's well. Will he and I see each other again? You may see him at some point. Anyone currently thinking of me romantically? Apparently, I also need an ego boost. Okay, let's see. There could be a Leo around and a Sagittarius. Old wounds heal and move into the past. New beginnings on the horizon that bring in happiness and negativity moves into the past. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. And then you may also have a, you could have an Aries around. Not bad. Not bad. telling you, people put everything on Facebook. I ran into a friend at the store. She snapped my picture before I knew it and put it on Facebook. I got a call from that jerk Kevin saying, that's fucking hilarious. It's hilarious. Oh my God. Oh, good, Martish. Have a good time. That's hilarious. I mean, I really think that social media is, I mean, it's like, it's Satan. I mean, I do think there are some things that it's good for. It's good for business. I think it's good for, like, learning things. Like, I've learned a lot off of YouTube, changing my front door lock, that kind of stuff. Because I'm stubborn and I don't like asking anybody for help. I'll figure it out. I mean, if I absolutely really can't figure it out, then I'll give you a call, but I'm going to do it myself if I can. Anyhow, but I think it just destroys so much, and it just ruins so much. It causes so many fights. You know, it's like people are tagging you and shit, and then other people got to know where you are. Like, it's okay if you go out to dinner with, like, you know, you say you got a group of friends, and one person goes out to dinner with somebody else, and they don't invite everybody, and then somebody posts it. I mean, it's just stupid shit. You know, you're allowed to not invite everyone all the time. You're allowed to do something, but people are putting everything up, and everybody's investigating everything, and it's just ridiculous. And then if you're not, somebody else is. Like, you could be in the background of somebody else's pictures. I told you guys. I know that people have this, you know, they don't want to put their children on the internet, and they're always blocking out their faces. But I hate to tell you that your fucking kids are out there on the internet, because my sister-in-law, her neighbor, has a friend, and that woman's daughter ice skates at the same rink that we do. And my sister-in-law used to say, I see her in your videos all the time, and I see you in her videos all the time. So Avery would be on the internet if I didn't put her up. Somebody else is. I understand it's not me putting her up. So it's like people, you know, it's like they don't, it's not her name. You know what I mean? But with the way people are connected on social media, it doesn't matter. If somebody wanted to find Avery through social media, it would not be hard, because it's everywhere. There are signs in the rink that say you're being recorded. Like, there's cameras everywhere. You're being recorded. You're being recorded walking in the place. You're being recorded while you're on the rink. Like, you're being recorded. And it's like that everywhere we go. So, and every time you turn around, somebody, I mean, I went and took a bar class with Avery's instructor who was teaching it. And when I signed in, they took my picture. I understand why they took it, because if I go back, they want to make sure that I'm coming back under my account. And I know that because when I worked hot yoga, they came up with this great idea, which sounds great if you're fucking honest. You know the key rings that you would scan, like when you go to the grocery store, you give them the card and it takes off the discount? Well, you would have one for the yoga studio and scan it, and it would sign you in. What was happening was people were buying classes, they weren't using them, and then they were giving the key to somebody else. So somebody else would come in and sign in as a different person. So we had to do away with the keys. But so that's why I know that that's why they're doing it. But the point is that your face is everywhere, and social media is just blowing up everybody's shit. Anyways, D for the rest of the week. You may have choices and options around social activity. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. New beginnings are on the horizon around work, school, or business, and success comes in around finances improving. Not bad. Ladybug, my neighbor Tabasha slowly drove past my house tonight. What is she up to? I don't think she's up to anything. I don't, like, you mean like you think that she's doing something to you? I don't see her doing anything. She just may have been driving slow because she could have been doing something like texting or talking on the phone or something like that. I don't think it had anything to do with you. Jay, work for tomorrow. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. But tomorrow you've got success coming in around work, school, or business. New beginnings on the horizon. You may be busy. You got a lot of hard work ahead of you. You're working diligently. You should be able to get everything done. And you may be feeling like relieved by the end of the day. It looks pretty good. Now the solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the day. Oh, again? Here go with you. You just got up. Did you eat all the chips? You did? There's hair in my mouth. I learned to skateboard from YouTube, see? Like that stuff it's good for. Avery, at what point are we going to learn how to go to the bathroom? You know when you go to school, nobody's going with you to the bathroom. You know that, right? When you go to school in September, nobody's going with you to the bathroom. There's going to be a bathroom in your classroom, and you're going to have to get up and go to the bathroom alone. You understand that? You're not going to be able to take babies to the bathroom. So don't eat. You're not able to be able to eat. You better get over this fear of the bathroom. There's no monsters in the bathroom. No monsters allowed in this house. Don't lock him out. Oy, oy, oy. Alessandra, what's next for me in love? Exploring your options around love leads you to success. A wish comes true. New beginnings around the horizon could be with a Capricorn, maybe a Cancer, maybe a Gemini. Exploring your options around love leads to success. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve, and life moves forward. Not bad. Tanya, love coming in. Okay, you've got life moving forward towards greener pastures, and you may be spending time with Sagittarius. May hear from somebody that you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Listen to your intuition. A wish may come true around your next relationship that could have long-term potential around it. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. Not bad. Nat, general. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. Money comes in, finances improve. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Not bad. Red, outcome of Pisces and I. The immediate horizon, it looks like new beginnings that lead to success around romance heating up. Listen to your intuition. With the Empress, you've got love and money or more of it coming in. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful in getting things off the ground or moving forward. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve when it comes to love. Girly, off topic, does anyone have a good series show they can recommend? I just finished Pinky Blinders. Oh, I never saw that. I've been thinking, you know, I really should cancel my cable. Has anybody else canceled cable and just used like streaming shit? Like, doesn't YouTube really have everything? And I could just send it to the TV, keep the Wi-Fi and cancel the cable part of it? You both canceled cable. Stream everything. I know. I know. Like even now, I mean, what is... She's watching what? Bluey? I could stream Bluey from YouTube. Hawaii for the next 2 days. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Listen to your intuition. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Maybe spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Old wounds heal and move into the past and life moves forward. Not bad. Girl, wake up. Why does it seem like all the bad people at school that I work for are being treated the best? Will school ever be held accountable for the mistreatment of the students? Well, it looks like people are going to cycle through there. I don't know if there's a high turnover, but it looks like what it looks like is like a Mean Girls group. I don't know if they're necessarily girls, but it looks like, and they protect one another. That's what it looks like. At some point it could catch up with them, yeah, but I don't see it on the immediate right now. Yeah, I think I pay $177 a month. And like, what am I watching? I don't really watch anything. Is there anybody here I haven't answered for? Roxana, general for me and Max. Depends where you are in the relationship. Things look slow with the hangman. If things are well functioning, that's going to continue. If things are, you're happy and content, that's going to continue. If you're looking for something to change quickly with the hangman, you may be disappointed. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. Things look a little out of balance between the two of you. The old shows I watch on Pluto, I haven't even watched them in a while, but I would watch them on Pluto when I was on the treadmill. And that's on my iPad or on my phone. Like, what am I doing paying cable? It's really dumb. Adonis, I'm reading it now. I do think that they're thinking about this a whole lot, and it may be kind of replaying in their mind over and over again. Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad or good. It's just like kind of replaying the situation and what happened. And I think you're probably going to have another conversation around that same topic again soon. And I wouldn't be shocked if it goes the same way. But eventually, you'll have a decent one. Well, what's it going to cost me for the Wi-Fi part? Because I have to still pay that. I just don't need, like, the TV. I don't even really fucking know how to work it. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for yet? And it's like, what am I waiting for? I could always have it turned back on if I miss it. But I probably won't. Avery, you going to sleep? Well, I asked you to go to sleep, okay?
What?
It's time to go to bed. Anna, will Leo be back to what? What are they coming back to? Into like a committed relationship? Were you in a committed relationship? That's what we're asking? I don't see commitment around this situation as of right now. I mean, I would never say never to anything, but I don't see this person coming back looking for commitment as of right now. Faith, what do I need to know? I have so much going on with me. I need guidance. Perseverance pays off, and if you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. New beginnings are on the horizon around work, school, and business that could be bringing in more money. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It's going to help to ease anxiety. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and whatever it is, let it go. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Bella, is she ignoring me on purpose because of deceit? Yes. Jay, what's next with work? What's next with work? You have a wish that comes true that brings in cause for celebration around work. So I don't know what that is, but it's positive. Life comes into balance and begins to move forward with choices and options around career. Listen to your intuition, and if you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. You've got the world at your feet. Mel, for the rest of the week. Could have money coming in, negativity moves into the past, maybe feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. If you've had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it could resolve itself and move into the past. Hangman in reverse may be helpful in areas of your life that you feel have been stuck or stagnant, could now start to move forward. You could also be planning some travel. Is there anyone else here I haven't answered for? Jay, love. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from. If there's no one that you're hoping to hear from, you may have somebody new come in out of the clear blue sky, and that may be a Leo or a Capricorn. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and you do have happiness coming in around a well-balanced, committed relationship. If you're already with this person, it should be functioning well. If you're not, you've got potential coming in on the horizon. Bella, how will my job interview go? It should go well. Feeling grounded and stable, 6 of Pentacles. Mutual respect leads to new beginnings. Feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Somebody may make you an offer that'll be hard to turn down. Not bad. Since she was low down trying to steal my idea, how will it go for her? But it's not going to work. So I'm not sure why it doesn't work. Because she can't pull it off. She doesn't know exactly how to do it. It doesn't come off the same. It comes off like a cheap knockoff. It's not going to be successful. She's not going to be successful with whatever it is. Adonis, how does the whole document thing go for me? I printed some stuff, but still need to work on my site. Taking longer because my mom had dragged me to go to the store with her. But it's going to go well. You have choices and options coming in. You got the world at your feet. Life is moving forward towards greener pastures. You may be feeling overwhelmed, but you're going to get it done. It gets done, and you're successful with it. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for? Bella, I hate fake friends. That's why. I totally agree. I totally agree. Okay, Cosmic, go ahead. I gotta blow it again. Here, hang on. Yeah.
I need to show you something.
Okay, you have to wait a minute. Cosmic, do you see things moving forward with Brian, UPS guy in the future?
Alright, Mom, now I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Just stay over here, okay?
I mean, it's possible, but it seems unlikely at this point. I don't know why. I'm not really sure where you guys are, but what it looks like, I just don't see all that much happening here. I don't know, has something changed? Because the way that it reads is kind of like you're waiting on him or you're looking for him and he's just working, like he's just going to work. You see what I mean? Like I don't see all that much happening. Now, you could change that if you want to, you know, ask him to hang out or be a little bit more perseverant of it. But if you're waiting on him, I don't know that much is going to come from this. Avery, I am doing something. After. I said after.
But I don't want to show you things out.
Okay. Evie, my company is doing layoffs. Will I keep my current manager as my boss? Yes, I think you will. Ari, is Juvie Aquarius and Brianasa Gemini intimate? I think so. Yeah, I think there is something going on here. Nicole, what can I expect for the rest of the month? Areas of your life that have been stuck or stagnant should now start to move forward, and you may reconnect with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. With the Fool, there may be a new journey that begins, or you could be doing something out of the blue, fun and exciting. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and you may be planning travel, possibly a road trip. Ari, yes, it what it showed was passion. So as far as like when people say intimacy, it's like, what do you mean by intimacy? Like if you're talking about like being intimate with someone is, to me, in my opinion, is having an intimate relationship on a personal level that includes sex. But people have sex in bathroom stalls, and that's not intimate, it's sex. And when the wands, Ace of Wands shows up, it's a sexual card. And the answer with the two aces would be, yes, something has happened. And with the Ace of Wands is sex. So I don't know exactly what's happened between them, but I would say something physically probably has happened between these two people at some point. Cosmic, will things change for the better between my sister-in-law S and I? Our relationship has been strained. I feel uncomfortable and sad because I saw her as a sister. I think things have potential to improve between now and the end of the year, yes. 555, my car window panel just broke, like stuck in place. Will this be an expensive fix or something I can do on my own? I think I can. I hope tonight. It depends what it is. What broke? Is it the motor? The motor, or it's nothing is happening. These fucking windows suck. I'm not convinced. I think it may be an ordeal, kind of. I'm not convinced it's going to be something that you're going to be able to fix, but you could try. Lolly for next week. A new venture begins. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. Old wounds heal. You have choices and options that come in around social activity. If you're feeling undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and you may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. Cosmic, the admin, job, and receptionist role haven't been posted yet at GS. Do you still think me converting to perm hire? If so, within these roles or something different? I think it's most likely going to be in these roles. Let's see what happens. Tiffany, is my new job going to get better as an assistant director? Yes, there is an improvement this summer. Harry, how does Juvie Aquarius genuinely feel about Harry? They find you to be somebody who is happy, compassionate, sincere, down to earth, hardworking, successful, smart and intelligent, like well balanced, fair, strong, confident. Pretty good. Pretty good. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for? Oh, you're welcome. Anybody else? Ari, what should Aries know about Juvie and Brian Azek? I would say look out for deceit around this situation. So I don't know what your relationship is with him. I don't know why you're questioning her. But if you think that there's something going on and this is like this is your boyfriend and she's interfering, that could be because you've got disappointment and deceit around it. I would try to get to the bottom of it, although you may find that nobody wants to tell you anything with the Hermit, or everybody's kind of tight-lipped. But I would confront the situation with him. If you and him are in a committed relationship, I would confront the relationship. If you're not in a relationship with him, you could still ask, but I don't know how much truth you're going to get with that deceit card. They're not being honest. There's not honesty around the situation. There's little deceit. I'm asking you if you're in the relationship with him. Like, why do you think that there's something going on between them? I think that, I don't understand what's happening here. Is this your boyfriend or this is just somebody? You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to give advice when you don't know what's going on. But I do think that there is something going on between them. $555, no, it was just up and down button. It'll go down and then not back up. It's stuck or jammed or something. I can hear the motor still running. And it works for everyone else. It's just my window. Yeah, that's what always happened to me, and that's the worst one to break. Because mine always would break when it was down. And then you would have to wait for the part, which would take 3 weeks. So I would have to get fucking soaked every time it rained. And then every asshole would have to tell me, you know, your window's open? Yes, asshole, I know my window is open. If it's not one thing, it's another. When you think life has got potential to be good for a minute, here comes the car hating. No, it's so true. You know, I was looking at, since last year when my Beetle died, Facebook always recommends cars to me, like people that are selling cars. And I came across one that was they always show me old cars, which I find interesting because old cars are cool. But so I always look at them, and I think it was like a '67 Pontiac Le Mans, whatever it was. It was really cute. Like really, it was like you could tell it was a hot car way back in the day. And the guy had posted pictures. I don't remember what price it was. My mom had it. I think my mom had a '67 GTO. Anyway, so I'm looking at the pictures of the car, and the car, it wasn't like I've seen worse, but like the floorboards rusted, the vinyl from the top is coming down, like everything on the inside needs to be redone. And I'm like, like, there is no worse waste of money than buying a car because it's just going to deteriorate. It winds up being trash. Anyway. Elizabeth, will I get my unemployment benefits? Yes, I think you will. Liz, love for this weekend. Life moves forward towards greener pastures when you listen to your intuition. Slow and steady wins the race. With the Fool in reverse, something may get revealed that needs to be dealt with. And you may be spending time, you got a couple of options here. You could have Aries, you may have Libra, new beginnings on the horizon. There could be a Gemini around. Expressing your wants and needs around love could lead you to success this weekend. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, this is my advice, and I've been saying this, I've been preaching this to people for months and months and months and months. If you want to be in a relationship with somebody, a committed relationship with this person, I'm not saying you do, but I'm saying if you want him to be committed to you, you cannot have a casual sexual relationship with him. It's just not going to lead to commitment. And the thing is, he's not going to tell you the truth, and he can do whatever he wants because you're not committed. So falling into that trap of casual sex or friends with benefits, it's going to continue to be friends with benefits. And if you're okay with it, it's fine. But if he's with this other person, it's okay for him to do that because you guys aren't committed. And I just think that when that whole, I don't even know when it started, like this casual hanging out and hooking up nonsense, but it destroys the relationship because of the chemicals that get released in the brain during sex. And yeah, I would be careful with those relationships. The window is about to be down. That was me. That was me. Crow's Nest, how will things go if I tell Andrew I love him? I don't know where you guys are in your relationship. I would think it depends where you guys are in your relationship, because it looks like there's things that are a little out of balance. Now, if you've been dating for 6 months and you want to tell him you love him, it may be okay. But if this is something that's been upside down or backwards and forwards and inside out, I would hold off. The timing doesn't look great. Knight of Cups is in reverse, which could be a problem. Ace of Wands is in reverse as well. It really depends where you are in your relationship. Oh, you've been friends. Oh boy. Okay, the timing just may not be right now. I'm afraid that with the Knight in reverse and the Ace, he's going to give you the friends line. Christine for tomorrow. You could have choices and options around social activity coming in. You may get good news around work, school, or business. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and life changes for you for the better quickly. You may have money coming in. You could be paying off a bill of debt or a loan, and there may be good news that comes in around, or there may be something nice that happens around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home, something like that. Mel, is the embarrassment that Scorpio expressed towards me catching him in the act or towards E? Oh, it's because you caught him. Yeah, it's because you caught him. Peach, will I be successful? Will I be able to successfully contact C or L tonight? You may be able to reach both of them. Five, five, five. Will I be able to get my window fixed tomorrow? I'm not convinced that you're going to get it fixed tomorrow. You may be able to get it looked at, but I'm not convinced it's going to be fixed. Mel, his next action is towards E. Would be communication through text message. Moon is in reverse. A secret comes out. A secret's going to be revealed around the situation. I don't know what that is, but it's going to get revealed. Five, five, five. If I keep this job for 6 months, will I be able to move out in January, February, or March? I'm worried because the hours change after summer because it's a swim school, but I work the front desk, so would I be affected? You're probably not going to be affected. They're still going to need you. They may cut down with the teachers or the lessons, but no, I think you'll be okay. 555, next actions in love. You could have fire coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You get new beginnings on the horizon that lead to success. Could be with the Sagittarius. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve, and perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. Yeah, 555, I think if you keep that job, you'll be fine to move out by then. Brenda, for tonight and tomorrow. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. New beginnings are on the horizon that lead to success. You may get good news around business. Something nice may happen around career. Might be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study and feeling ambitious. You'll be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Not bad. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for yet? Ray, love for next week. Love for next week looks a little slow. I don't see anything terrible happening. It just doesn't look like there's much happening around love. There's taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, listening to your intuition. Money comes in, finances improve, and the hard work that you put into work, school, or business may come back and pay off. Learning to breathe. What's coming in next in my love life? You may have a new beginning that comes in, or a new journey may start with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, that leads you to a well-balanced, well-functioning relationship. 555, can you clarify the question? Is it because of the price that you see that the mechanics won't be able to fix it? No, I think that they may need something. They just may not be able to do it tomorrow. Yeah. I don't know that it's because of the price, but it might be they need something or they don't get to it or it takes too long to do. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for? No, then I'm going to wrap it up and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow morning. I look at how terrible I look. I'm sweating. Everything is swollen. Yeah, sure, Red. My sinuses. I feel better, though. It's damn hot. My hands are swollen. My hands are like man hands to begin with. Red, general on going out tonight. Looks okay. You got justice here. Feeling grounded and stable, well balanced. Teamwork is favored. Listen to your intuition. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Empress could be bringing in love and money or more of it. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't go out tonight if you feel like it. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, did I do all the mod questions? I can't remember. Oh, you're welcome. Hi, Nikki. I'm telling you, I know from experience those windows are a bastard. They suck. I don't know what kind of car you have, but the Volkswagen one, it was terrible. It was terrible. And then after we fixed one, the other one started going, and like I would hear it. Yeah, horrible. And for me, I didn't have to take it to Volkswagen, but we had to get the part from Volkswagen. And I'm so disappointed in Volkswagen because I know they're bringing back the bus, and I thought the bus was so fun, but I don't know that I could do a Volkswagen ever again. Anybody else here I haven't answered for? Nikki, finances. You're making decisions that are affecting your finances in a positive way. A wish comes true. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or putting money aside for something can make you feel relief. Listen to your intuition. Good news may come in around work, school, or business that also may be beneficial around finances. The big picture is between now and the end of the year, finances are improving. I think that Jupiter conjunct the Sun, and this Jupiter moving into Cancer is also going to be helpful for all of us. And you should be feeling like things are moving forward. It may be a little hit or miss for between now and the end of the summer, but things should improve as we get past that. You're very welcome. This car is a Chrysler. I don't have any problems usually, but I know this is one that's going to be annoying. I don't like that you just said that, because I have a Dodge, and I really don't want to have any problems with my windows. Although my dad has an element, and he had problems with his window when I was down there, and he had problems with it previously. But his element is like, I think it's a 2009. He loves it. Knock on my head. Anyway. You know, it's just life. It's always going to be one thing after another. You ever see that meme? It says, what's that? This too shall pass, and then underneath it says, and then it'll be some other bullshit. And it's the truth. It's always something. Thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.